as much as there's a lot of games that are really nice, I haven't found one that's actually replaced this as my top game yet. And I don't know if one ever will. You know, like there's a lot about this game that I like, and you'll hear me like crap on about it throughout the playing it and stuff. Like I love how all the creatures are named, right? Like that shit was back before they had automated systems and stuff, so all this shit was manual. So somebody had to sit there and make a bunch of names. Somebody had to design the characters and create the variations and stuff for the different areas. And then think of like the different difficulties that they may have. Like in Hell, which is what I'm playing through at the moment, they heal the enemies, like the demons and stuff. They heal. So when I'm fighting them, if they hit me or they hit one of my people or whatever, they take some life. And if I go back into town, they recover some life. So as much as it's a struggle to kill them, they're also fucking healing themselves as we go, which makes it like increasingly harder to fucking kill them. I will come back down the other side in a bit because we're really close to... Oh fuck, there's more of them. These guys are really hard. Come back down here, Eliza. These guys are really hard because they're fire immune and I can only use fire. I'll explain some stuff as like I play and shit. What do you mean it has too much WoW? So Diablo 4 I felt like had a lot of WoW. So for instance, Diablo, you don't have a mount that you can ride around on. You clear an area and shit stays dead. Like in Diablo 4, if I accidentally clicked on a cellar, and I accidentally clicked down and I didn't mean to, the cellar would be repopulated with enemies, and also the above area, like the main area, would also be populated with enemies when I returned straight back out of it. So shit like that is not like Diablo. Diablo is a game where you can clear a map of every single enemy and then reload the game, and the enemies are back, but you... Hold on, let me hit the mana. But you can go back through and get a higher level than your area, than your enemies, right? So at the moment I'm level 80, right? And I'm gonna need to go back because I need mana at this point. But like I'm a level 80, right? And whatever these guys are in Hell, in Crossdock, Act 3, yeah, no, we need to go back now. Come with me, Eliza. Run, don't walk. Whatever level they are in this section, like when I walked in here initially, they were really fucking hard. Next to fucking impossible to kill. And then it's taken me, this is my third part through here, because I couldn't find a waypoint. And the playthrough that I'm doing, I need to find a waypoint to move forwards and stuff. So basically, where's my map? Wrong button, fuck off. So my map, we've got, where's the waypoint up here? So I have the waypoint in the spider forest here, right? And I have to come back in for my playthrough. I have to come back in from the waypoint, right? So when I come back in from the waypoint, I can clear this area, and I can clear, and I have cleared all the way up through here. So if I die and I drop my gear like I did up here, I can still come back in at that waypoint down in the spider forest and walk my way back up here without getting attacked by anything, grab my gear, and then keep fighting. Or choose to go back to town or whatever. But when I come back into this area, it's dead cleared. And I can clear an entire map and be like, there is no enemies. I can run around without a lick of armor and we're great, right? But in Diablo 4, if I touch that waypoint, if I accidentally touch that waypoint, or I accidentally clicked into a town portal, or I, for instance, down this way, there's these like arachnid layer thingies. If I accidentally clicked in there and I came back out, this whole area would be repopulated. So, like, that's the difference. Like, in WoW, there's always a map full of enemies to fight. Always. You go into a dungeon, there's enemies. You come out of the dungeon, there's enemies. It's a constant grind that scales with you. In Diablo, the thing that a lot of Diablo 2 people like about Diablo is the fact that the enemies don't scale with you. The area scales with you, Like, if you're playing in hell, it's going to be hard unless you're the equivalent level for the area. But the game is... well, it's technically grindable, essentially. If you want to be stronger than the area and have a really easy time walking through it without any resistance, you can get stronger and eventually walk through it by like going back over it and stuff. That's the difference between Diablo 2 and Diablo 4. It's also the difference between Diablo 3 and the rest of them as well, because Diablo 3 you could choose which difficulty you were walking into, and you'd find the gear equivalent to what you wanted to use in that area. So if you came into a Diablo X game, right, and you had been playing on like a fucking V a moment ago, like the X is going to be insanely hard. But if you'd been playing on X, if you've been playing on V and then you swapped over to X, I think I've got this the wrong way around, but X to V easy, V to X hard kind of thing, you know. They changed around a whole heap of stuff with the different Diablos, but I like the fact that when I come in here, if I kill this enemy, he's gone. If I quit out of the game and I reload back in, he'll be back. My map will still be here, but he'll be back. But if I teleport into town, he'll still be gone. If I've killed him and I haven't logged out, you know? So that's part of what I enjoy about the game, essentially. Just water while taking medicine. No. Just Viking wolf falling asleep. No, Viking's fallen asleep. Sorry, Viking, I didn't notice. If you die, you lose everything you're carrying. So in this one, if I die... where's my inventory? Whatever amount of money I am carrying, like, let's pick this up. So let's say I've got 477 gold on me, and I have all this stuff up here on me. I drop everything I'm wearing up here, goes on the ground into a body with some of the money, some of the money and my XP taken on death. If I'm carrying $0, I think it takes more XP from me when I die. But essentially, if my bar's maxed out, if I've just leveled, we literally did this with the Viper Temple. If I'm fully maxed out and I just leveled and I don't have like a single point in there, it's not white at all, I can keep dying over and over and over again. I don't lose experience and I don't lose gold, which is funny because we actually we unintentionally tested that the other month. And but if I am carrying gold, or if I have got some like whited out experience that I've gained, it will be lost when I die. But my body will be laying on the ground with my gear on it somewhere, and it will be marked on a map, and I'll have to go and find it and pick it up and stuff. And when you pick it up, here's the other funny thing. So you know how you got two weapons? And like I can swap between them like nice and quick and stuff. Let's just say I die with the partisan out, right? But I run back in with able to like summon decoy, right, which is on my opposite one, and I pick up all my gear. My partisan will go to my first weapon, and my first weapon slot is keyed to immolation arrow, so I won't be able to attack with the partisan. You got to put your shit back in the right spot. That's another fun little annoyance. One of the things that I enjoy, but one of the things that people fucking hate and stuff. And same with like the helper. Oh man. Okay, the helper and the stats in this. Okay, so in 3 and 4, you can't pick your stats. Alright, so because I'm recreating Kelly, right? Her stats are terrible on purpose, and I wanted to recreate her through all the Diablos, and I couldn't because the other Diablos didn't allow you to put your points where you want them to be. Now, an actual like decent fucking archer might want some fucking decent points in like dexterity and like probably like the mana and stuff, but because I'm recreating my OCD character, right, I've got like 122, 121, 121, 121. When I level, I'll get 5 points, and I have 4 slots. So I'll put 1 into each slot, and then I'll put 1 down into next one to like make 1 extra, and it'll just keep going that way until like I level again and it's all equal and stuff. But I can make her purposely terrible, or you can make it purposely amazing. That's up to you, right? You can't do that in the other fucking Diablos. The other thing too is your helper. Now, 3, I know that you can give them some items and shit. I can't remember 4 because I just don't remember. But I don't know if I got a helper that was able to be equipable with shit. But my helper, Eliza, is the first rogue helper that the game gave me, right? And because of the playthrough I'm doing, I've got to take her through to all the way through hell and fight Baal with her and stuff. But she can only have my hand-me-downs. So she can only have shit that I've used and worn, which makes her absolutely shit too. I could make her amazing, but she's purposely shit as well because she's got my gear that was up until like I upgraded basically equally shit. So like you can have all the fucking fun in the world like fucking around with stuff like that. Obviously like the skill tree is not as insane as some of the other ones kind of look and stuff. Again, OCD shit with this, but yeah, like it's really straightforward and stuff to like kit out like a skill tree and do stuff and whatever. Of course there's also more freedom with weapons. Like for the most part you can kind of use just about anything, kind of, like unless it specifically says it's for like a druid or a wizard or something like that, or a sorcerer, sorry. Unless it specifically says that you can pretty much use whatever. So like my helm and stuff in different, my gloves, my armor and shit in different. I can use like a little swordy thing. I'm gonna get a spear and stuff. Stay the hell away from Eliza. Oh, no. Come with me, Eliza. It's a full-time job keeping her alive, I'll tell you that much. Alright. Yeah, there's a special dude in here. There's Spine Spore, the Undead, Mana Burn, Extra Strong Spectral Kit up the back here, and it's immune to fire, so you've got to work cut out for that. I think from what I see, the game is more personal, allows you to make your character the way you want. Yeah, it is. And for me, I think that that's one of the biggest things that Diablo 2 players like. Because it's something I really like. When I got Diablo 3, because I waited for Diablo 3, I was so fucking excited for it. And when I got it, the first thing I wanted to do was this, what I did to this character, right? And I couldn't do it. And I immediately questioned if I wanted to even play it, because there was a whole heap of things that they changed that took away my ability to play the character how I wanted. For instance, with the Demon Hunter and stuff, which I believe the Demon Hunter was kind of like a new bow user, right? But like bows were extra shit in Diablo 3, and it kind of really pushed you towards crossbows and stuff. My character, I don't play with a crossbow, I play with a bow. So like that was frustrating for me, because I'm like, I have to choose to take a shitty bow. I don't get to choose my stats. Oh shit, you guys. And like, I think then you had like these, what do you call them? The rifts and stuff. You got rift jewels and all sorts of stuff. Like, I didn't mind the fact that I could color customize shit. That was okay. Also, I think we're about to get an ad for like a couple of minutes, just as a heads up. You have time to go to the bathroom and stuff like that. Get a drink or whatever. I just like barely saw that. But yeah, Diablo 3 took away a lot of the personalized customization. They allowed you to visibly customize things, as in to be able to, you know, color your gear or make it look like a set piece of some kind or whatever, right? They did that, and a lot of people really like that, because like you get that in a heap of games where people are like, I want to have this thing, but it's a pink Hello Kitty shield and it's way stronger than anything else, but I just wish it would go more with like my demon raping claw fucking aesthetic kind of thing, you know? And so yeah, people like that. But they took away the aspects of the game that like people like me enjoyed, and I guess like I feel like maybe, I don't know if maybe we weren't loud enough about what we liked, or if they just didn't understand it, because like I've said this before, that I think that they took like the fact that like Diablo 2 is repetitive in the sense that you have 3 difficulties and they're all the same game, right? It's 5 acts, 3 difficulties. you play the same game over and over again, right? And people that like Diablo 2 don't really find the repetitiveness an issue, especially since there are plenty of us that go out of our way to go out and get levels and, you know, get strong enough to deal with the area that we're in, grinding stuff, right? So there's plenty of us that do that stuff, and of course there's plenty of people that play like online and stuff, and keep doing like the ladders and shit. I don't do ladder, but there are people that like that, right? And they just try to do it each season and stuff. I also know an ad's coming up, and I don't know if you guys like get smacked with that. Or Valkyrie. I may have to go back. I might have to go back just to get some more fucking mana at the rate I'm going. So I bet Diablo 2 Resurrected came out. You were excited. But it didn't stuck on ads. Yeah, no, I'll wait till you get back from ads. I'll have a bit of a drink and I'll sell some of my shit. Then I'll answer your question. I find it funny when I get like... I find it funny when I get passionate about Diablo 2. And, yeah. I suddenly get like a sore throat from absolutely like belting out all the information and stuff. Get back to lurking, gonna lay down. No worries. I'm sure if you're on an ad, you probably maybe can't hear that, but yeah, no, I'll still wait till after the ads and stuff. I should be able to. I guess I've used up my mana. Unfortunately, I probably combined all of my potions at this point. I was gonna say if I had a third one of these, I'd combine it. That'd be great, but I don't. I do have like more mana, but honestly, I'd rather just buy proper mana at this point. But this little section I'm in is kind of shit. I've still got enough arrows for a moment. I didn't really fill up my cube, essentially. I didn't fill up the cube because I ran out of mana first, and I know that the new one of that. Oh shit! There's so many of these guys. I know that it won't. Oh, you know what? I should be doing this. I should be finding the shamans first. Yeah. Anyway, basically, like I had more time to like wait and like remove these guys and then like go back, but just like I can't hit them from a distance, and I don't know how bad their fire is up close. I know their knives are bad. The poison dart things are not great. I'm going to decoy a new Valkyrie because I think she's poisoned. I missed out on the gold that was across the river, by the way, but it's fine. Let me get rid of you. Oh man. Alright. I think you guys just, well there's, I was going to say there's these two, but I thought that there was stacked, like a shaman. And I'm like, oh, I haven't seen like a blue pants fucking shaman before. I'm like, I wonder what that is. And I'm like, oh, it's just a champion. And I'm like, that better not be a fucking champion. Whatchamacallit? Shaman dude. It could be, but it's fine. Man, fucking hell, there's so many here. This is why I said, if I could push my way back up here, this area was going to be just like nuts. As far as I could see. Oh. Alright, as far as I can tell, I think you guys might be back from ads. And, yeah, I saw and acknowledged the lurking and stuff, but, I was waiting to kind of come back from that. So, when I saw Diablo 2 Resurrected came out, I wasn't actually excited, surprisingly. So, as much as I love Diablo 2, I had Diablo 2, and until only, like, really recent years, I had been playing it for fucking the last decade or so, like really consistently anyway. So I wasn't too worried about getting a newer Diablo. I was like, what's the point of getting a newer Diablo? I have a Diablo and it works. And, you know, my theory was, I like have been saying this for like the last fucking fortnight, but it's like, I like this, but it's like, what do you call it? Like salesman slaps car roof. It's like, I like this, but I like this one better or something like that. And, yeah, essentially when I was, step back from ad, I can hear you, I'll just away from keyboard because laying down. Yeah, no, I caught your message. When I know that somebody's like asked the question and we're about to hit ads, I'll usually try to wait as long as it's like something I can kind of like wait to answer and shit. Because yeah, there's not much I can do about the ads. They're like, what do you call it, like stretch out as far as I can get them, so that we have like an hour of like uninterrupted gameplay and shit. So yeah, but with Diablo 2 Resurrected, I think because I had Diablo 2 and because I was still playing Diablo 2 for the most part, I didn't really see any point in getting it. Like, I thought that the graphics were all pretty and stuff, but I was playing like this, and I'm like, this is great. Like, I saw no point in upgrading at all. And then, yeah, I got gifted it, because obviously, like, I love Diablo stuff, right? So, Diablo's always, like, a kind of a win gift. And I had it for a while before I actually played it. Like, I had it just sitting there, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do with it. I actually played, so Blizzard does this thing every so many years, whatever, it puts out, Diablo 1 for people to be able to play. And so I played Diablo 1, and I'm like, oh man, I'd like to play Diablo 2. And then I remember trying to load into my game, and I had issues. And like, maybe I will have to play Resurrected, but I still didn't know what I wanted to make, because I'm like, I want my first character to be special, because it's probably going to be the character I'm going to play forever, right? Because I'm one of these people that, generally speaking, only has a main character that I play to absolute fucking death everywhere. And then, like, I have other characters that I've made to play, like, through the game with people, because I just want to re-experience the gameplay itself, you know, like the quests and shit. Like, back basically when we had Battle.net, old style Battle.net, we used to just like join into somebody else's game and shit.
Carry anymore.
Like, I liked that, because I could jump into somebody else's game and I could like run through the quests and I could experience it with them and be like, cool, now I get to play all the quests and crap. I don't think I could pick up neither of those. That's fine. I could do all the quests again and hear all the sounds and do all the things, right? And that was great. But yeah, my original character, as I said, my original character Kelly that I had for Diablo 2, I took her into a Battle.net game and somebody else's like server or whatever, and you know how you like click to run and shit, right? I was running around and I clicked, they were dropping money at the same time. I clicked on their fucking money. I accidentally picked up the money, but I'd had a maxed out stash, and I had not a fully maxed out inventory of gold holding ability, but it was pretty close. And I just asked them to like tell me how much they had dropped so I could drop it for them. But they couldn't tell me how much they dropped, and they wouldn't tell me how much they dropped. And they basically told me that I had to drop all of my inventory's worth of money, or like they'd hack my character. And I said I wasn't willing to drop all of my money for them, because it clearly only would have been like a couple of $1,000s, whatever, right? And yeah, I stood my ground and they hacked my character. So they took my basically mostly maxed out character. They took her and they took all of her stats. So she was maxed out basically, but all of these were 0. So she couldn't wear any of her gear, she couldn't use any of her gear, and she was just she'd walk outside and she'd get hit by anything and die, and she couldn't get any more levels and shit. So yeah, that's what happened to my first character. So after that, because they kicked me from the game as well too, so I couldn't hack my own character back while I was there. And so I had to find somebody else's game. I went game to game until somebody actually took the time to look at my character and help fix her and stuff. The only problem is that they fixed it to what an archer should be, and that's not what she was. They fixed all of her stats because, as I said, OCD, right? So when they watched me putting points back into my character, they went, oh no, you don't know what you're doing. And I'm like, I do. I made a specific character and I want it back. And, oh, here's the fucking waypoint. I was that close. I still haven't found the Great Marsh though. Okay, we'll find the Great Marsh later. Yeah, anyway. So because of that, I ended up with a character that didn't feel like my own, and she never felt like my own ever again. And the funniest thing is, when I got Diablo 3, I waited for that for years, and when it came out, I got it on early access. I like fucking queued up to get a box edition fucking covered one so that I could have it on display and all sorts of stuff. And I got home and I played it for like, basically, I played it for like 20 something hours, I think. And I logged off, I went to sleep, and I came back and my character had been hacked. My Diablo 3 character had been, like, somebody had like hacked my account and been playing with her for like the time that I'd been asleep. And so when I came back to my character, she was kind of ruined. I eventually managed to get my account back. I'll go down the Swampy Pit. I managed to get my account back, but they weren't able to remove all the achievements that the person had unlocked and all the changes and stuff, because it had happened so soon after I had logged out that, yeah, they couldn't determine whose, like, mechanics and stuff were whose in it. Oh shit, there's one of these little dudes. Mold props again. Undead Lightning, Enchanted, Extra Strong. No, don't you fucking dare. Get Valkyrie in there. Cold Enchanted, Immune to Lightning, Immune to Poison, but not immune to fire. So is that you stole their money? Not intentionally. Like, I was just clicking around, going back to my stash like this, and I happened to run over it. And that was unfortunate, but yeah. Like, if you see, like, the maximum inventory money is, like, what? I think 8 million or something like that? Or about that. I think it's 800,000, sorry. Yeah, 800,000. Like, I'm not gonna drop 800,000 for fucking somebody. Some random on the internet. You know, get your own fucking gold. So yeah. The other thing too is I love the sound effects in this. Like, listen to this for a second.
I am overburdened.
Not that. Like the gold drop. Hold on. Listen to this. Like, that is beautiful to me. And same with the potions. Like, listen to this. Like, they just sound so good. And there's also like gems and jewels and all sorts of stuff. Like, I love this game. I love this so fucking much. Like, the sounds and the visuals and like just, I don't know, just a lot of things in this game just make me very happy. You know? So I meant business. If someone said, I'll hack your account, I would have thought they were bluffing. Well, that's what I thought too. I was also like about 12. So, you know, we're talking about like, fuck knows, early 2000s on the internet. So yeah, I mean, back then it was way more common to actually encounter somebody that would hack shit. And Diablo 2 had Diabolic. You could hack your characters in Diabolic and stuff. But yeah, basically because of that, it ruined my character for me. And then yeah, Diablo 3 was also kind of like a ruined character for me. So both of them never really felt like mine. Whereas this one, I'm enjoying getting to recreate her because, like, I'm getting to recreate what she should have always been. It's terrible. I've said this before, that like there's so many people that make really great characters and they're like basically just a dime a dozen and stuff, but like somebody's got to be bringing up the rear with the shittiest one, you know, and I think I'm pretty well fucking close for that. And it's actually genuinely very fun. It's fucking hard though, because like at the moment it doesn't seem like it's that hard. Still trying to pick it up then. Oh, I'm gonna get hit by that too. At the moment it doesn't seem like my game is all that difficult, but in some capacity it kind of is. I don't know if there's anything there that I could have picked up. We'll have to go back. When I get like fire immunes, for instance, we spent 6 hours in the coal plains.